Okay, we finally started. Now, this pack has Tamiya, which is nice, but it's a fair card. I don't want to play a fair deck. Blightsteel is gonna be good if I get Insane Fast Mana, Show and Tell, or Tinker. That's a lot of things to play around, and he is insane. I mean, to draft around, not play around. Other than that, there's Metamorph, which is just all around good. I mean, he's probably the safest first pick there is. He's definitely powerful enough. Top is cute, Friend Animo is ramp. It's insane ramp. Screw this. And ramp is pretty good in cube. So between Metamorph and Blightsteel, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna take the Metamorph because it's safer. It's also pretty good to tinker into. I mean, if you don't have other targets. I kinda do wanna take the Blightsteel, but I will take the safe pick here. I mean, Tamiya just doesn't do enough for me. Sun Titan, GD, Sundering Titan too. And stuff like Lingering Souls used to be so insane in this cube, but now it's just a fair card. I mean, yeah, it's a very powerful card, but who wants that? Sun Titan costs 6 and doesn't do enough unless you've got a Black Lotus. But man, is he good with Black Lotus. I mean, he is. I mean, if it's Sundering Titan or Jide, I should probably just take the Jide here. I mean, it's not like I have a Tinker yet, or a Show and Tell. Yeah, stop it. Sadly, Jite is still kind of a fair card, but it's unfairly fair. There's a Signet. There is. I mean, Hymn to Torek isn't a fair card, but it's a double black. I don't know what I want yet. That's a problem. I can, like, take Mana War just because I want a creature for my GD, but I really don't want to take Mana War here. I'd rather take a Signet than a Mana War. Genesis is just card advantage for the late game. Might just go for a fixer, like Tropical Island. Tropical Island is really good at what it does. Yeah, I actually think it's gonna be the most relevant. I don't know what I'm doing yet, and none of these cards are exciting enough. This is a pack. Got Prime Time, Balance, Kozilek, Hero, which is a very insane fair card. Stop it! Oh, don't display this message again. Okay, that works. So, I don't think balance is what I'm looking for here, especially since this is a powered cube and everyone uses tons of signets. You need to do more unfair things for balance to be fair. I mean, to actually be good. It's not gonna be good if they have the monks. So it's Prime Time or Kozilek. Taking the Prime Time is safer. Just going for a ramp deck, and he lets me ramp into other stuff. Also lets me take interesting lands. Yeah, it's gonna be better than just taking the Kozilek, because I did pass a lot of fatties that could wheel. Now there's Ulamog. Ulamog, Garruk, Relentless. Other than that, there's like Mystical Tutor, which doesn't bring anything yet. Parallax Wave, meh. I don't need a reanimation target. So it's basically Ulamog or Garruk or Relentless, and I really like Ulamog more. I mean, Garruk Relentless is a good card. I'm not gonna say anything bad about it, but Ulamog is not fair. If I can Show it, Tell it into play, Sneak Attack it into play, even just cast it after just having Prime Time for like a turn, or channel it into play, yeah, Ulamog has enough upside. Time Twister, Venser, Impulse, I guess. Dragon Predator is really good too. Yeah, since I don't want to play a fair deck, I think Time Twister is the most unfair card. I ramp a bunch, then Time Twister, that's just good. Can also be amazing if I somehow end up Storm, which I wanna be. Yeah, draw 7 is just not a joke. Ramp, restart with 7 cards each, amazing. Tinker. We're getting a fun deck. There's also Tendrils here and Demonic Tutor, 7th pick, jeez. Also Memory Jar, which I love. No, I want this Tinker. I don't think the Blightsteel is gonna wheel just because the people who passed the Blightsteel saw the Tinker. But I mean, if it will, amazing. Yeah, and there's Sundering Titan in the pack, the next pack. Hopefully one of these will wheel. Oh, it's not this big, it's the next one. Avenger is an insane finisher, but Chromox lets you do more unfair things. It also gets sacrificed to Tinker. It also lets me dump my hand and then Time Twister. Yeah, I definitely want the Chromox here. I'm gonna have enough fatties, even though it's a very good fatty. Sadly, it didn't. So, Voror Stronghold is an interesting land to Titan for. Strangleroot Geist is fine with like GD. He's just not exciting. He's also pretty good with Metamorph. I guess he's the safest card to take here. Just don't really like him. Sundering Titan didn't wheel too. That's a bummer. I mean, I currently have GD to tinker for, which is no joke, and Metamorph, which is a great toolbox. I'm pretty sure I'll just take the Overgrown Tomb here. It's either that or the Shivan Reef, and Tomb can get tutored with fetches, so yeah. Even though it's more likely that I'll end up splashing red. Genesis or Manowar? Genesis will be cute if I end up with a Survival or a Fauna Shaman. But Manowar is just a good card. I'd rather just take the Manowar. All Sun's Dawn, Fellow Knight Hermit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have enough fat stuff that I won't need Hermit. All Sun's Dawn can do some crazy stuff. I'll take the Mystical Tutor. I've got Tinker to fetch up. And I guess All Sun's Dawn. Oh, Time Twister too. Yeah, definitely. Is there any chance I'll need the Boros Garrison? It's very unlikely that I'll play the Edged Oracle, but he is a draw free. Memory Jar, dang. Okay, so we'll see what's happening here. It's definitely not gonna be fair. This booster is not that exciting. Might just take the Civic Signet, honestly. I mean, Solemn's pretty good, but he costs 4 to start in Rampy. It's too much. Civic Signet, Llanowar Elf, or like... don't even really like Control Magic that much. I think I'll take Civic Signet over Llanowar Elf, mostly because I've got a Tinker. Also, it's less vulnerable than just a creature. Actually, what am I doing? Civic Signet can definitely wheel. Mystic Snake doesn't excite me. Meloku. Too fair. Maybe I just take the Solemn and wheel the Civic Signet. Solemn is also very good with Tinker. Okay, I'll take the Solemn. I want to ramp into big stuff. So a 4-drop that ramps is still good. Sphinx's Revelation, Elves of Deep Shadow, Edric, Frost Titan. Maybe Golgari Rot Farm. I mean, Golgari Rot Farm will probably wheel. I don't know if I'm much of an Edric deck yet. Hopefully I won't be. I think I just want to ramp into Big Sphinx's Revelation. Once again, not a fair card. When you've got a lot of mana. Maybe I should just take the Elf. You know what, I'll just take the Elf. I mean, I already have 2 draw 7s, I don't think I need this Sphinx's Revelation. And another 1-drop, the Tramps. Yeah, seems like the right pick. Indeed, Sheldock Isle, fetch land. A very good fetch land for me. Brings Tropical Island, Overgrown Tomb, and white if I'll need it. But I can't say no to Sheldock Isle with the deck with Prime Time, Ulamog, draw 7. Yeah, Isle's gonna be too good here. Yeah, I mean Goyf's cute, but he's just a creature. Bristlebrand, Tooth and Nail, Metalworker. Metalworker can do whatever I want with mana. Also Woodfall Primus. Is there a way that I can cast Bristlebrand here? Got Overgrown Tomb, Delves of Deep Shadow, Sheldock Isle. Doesn't seem easy, but definitely not impossible. Metalworker, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts, and I definitely have stuff to ramp to. Tooth and Nail is too cute. I'd rather just have another big creature over it, and I think Metalworker ramps the best here. I think it's the card I should take. Tusk, Growth Chamber, I guess. Gifts. What am I gifting into? All Sun's Dawn, they won't give me that. Doesn't seem exciting. Tusk is a fair card. Birthing Pod. I've got a decent curve for it, but no. Even though it is an artifact. I think it's Golgari Signet or Frag Tusk. And I mean, Tusk is very good. Yeah, I should be able to wield that Simic Signet. Even though I do want a lot of Signets, I think Tusk is just very good. Even though he is just a fair creature. Mox Diamond, Time Spiral. Play 2 does nothing for me. Bonfire, it doesn't excite me. Mox Diamond is pretty good at what it does, but just another draw 7 that lets me do whatever I want. If I get like a Heartbeat, then I can start doing insane stuff. Even though I don't have a Storm card, it still definitely works. Time Twister, Memory Jar, Time Spiral. Yeah, I want that. Master of the Wild Hunt is a very good, fair creature. Looter lets me do the unfair things more commonly, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I definitely want the Looter over the Master. Wake and Palinchron. Same pack, and nothing's gonna wheel from here because this is 8 cards. Palinchron isn't replaceable. Wake needs to be splashed. I'm taking the Palinchron. If I get an image into infinite mana, if I have... With Metamorph, it's infinite storm for each... it's storm for each 2 life I pay. Yeah, there's enough value with it. Simic Signet didn't wheel. That's sad. I don't want Wicker Bow Elder. I guess I'll just take the Snake. I mean, Treetop's good, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna attack with it, and it does come into play tapped. Edric could fit the deck. Ice doesn't excite me. could just be a value deck at the end. Sure, I might be able to fetch it with an off-color fetch. Guess I'm taking the Tooth and Nail. Empty the Warren is such a bad storm card. Gets answered pretty easily. It's not like I've got an infinite storm thing yet. Tooth and Nail could definitely work with Metal Worker. I'm not gonna play these two cards. Might as well take the gifts and see if I've got a way to work it later. I'll take the land. Weird deck. Doing a lot of different things. Can technically turn 2 Metal Worker into turn 3 Tooth and Nail. It can happen. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 artifacts so far. I wish I had that Simic Signet. What did I take over that? The Solemn. Well, Solemn's fine. Maybe I should have just taken the Gregory Signet over the... Now I don't remember. Was it Fragtusk? Let's open a Lotus, and be sad that I didn't take the Sun Titan. You know what, let's open Recall. I like Recall more than Lotus anyway. Also, I want something to tinker into. Is there anything awesome to tinker into that I didn't pass? Snapcaster, Time Walk, Mox, Cryptic, Emrakul, Survival. Jeez, this pack. I'm not passing a Time Walk. Hopefully I'm winning Snapcaster. Can Mystical Tutor the Time Walk? Yeah. I'd definitely splash Chandra if I get it to wheel with Time Walk. Just want to do that. No, this pack's insane. I don't think I actually want the Emrakul anyway. The pick is Time Walk. I mean, it just is. It's a good card. Ooh, Snapcaster is also something very good to have with gifts. I really hope it wheels. Ooh, Emrakul with Shelldock Isle 2. Something good is gonna wheel from that pack. I mean, the pack was too good for that not to happen. This is a fair pack. Yeah, Fron is good, Wall of Blossom is good. I mean, Sword is good. I do have creatures in this deck. Fencer? Nah. Thinking of maybe something I can splash. Can easily splash black, but I'm not gonna reanimate anything from here. Don't have anything to discard with. So it's either Fron, Wall of Blossoms, or Sword. Currently I think it's gonna be Sword. Fron is just a guy. Also another artifact for my Metal Worker, which is no joke. Just 7 now. Tricked Mage has 1 target, which is just Chromox, not that exciting. Flooded Strand brings the Tropical Island, which is pretty good. Preordain works well with Mystical Tutor, because I can just get the card I want now. Signet? Might just be the Signet. I mean, I do want to try and ramp to big stuff, and I've got Metal Worker. Bloodbraid. Can Fizzle when it hits Stinker. Though I can Mystical Tutor for Time Walk, then Bloodbraid off. Doesn't sound that good. I don't have much time. Actually, fake, I'll just take the Signet here. I'm gonna need it, and yeah. Eureka, Restock, Genesis Wave. And Inkwell, actually it's Inkwell. I've got the Tinker. It's definitely a good Tinker target. I kinda want a Genesis Wave though. Sadly, that's not the pick right now. Yeah, definitely Inkwell. Show and Tell. I want to play unfair cards. Sadly, a lot of people play unfair decks, so Show and Tell can actually help them too. But not a lot of things beat Ulamog. Or Inkwell. Or even just putting a Prime Time. I mean, that's pretty sick. Plowhunter is pretty good too, but it's too fair. Breeding Pool. Do I have anything to do with Brain Freeze? Can Palinchron a bunch, Root Phyrexian Metamorph? Nah, I'll just take the Fixer here. Yeah. Channel? Also, Mind's Desire. I'm definitely taking the Channel. Not a fair card. Channel Time Spiral. Probably not gonna play All Suns Down. I mean, just bringing back 2 cards from a graveyard for 5 mana. Doesn't sound that bad, but yeah. Not playing Etched Oracle, probably. Anyway, Channel, yeah. Fauna Shaman, Intuition, Sneak Attack. Fauna Shaman's good with Mystic Snake, it's good with the equipment package I have. It's good with getting the Palinchron in hand if I need it. Getting the Ulamog in hand to Show and Tell it. It's probably better here. Sneak Attack's gonna be splashed, which makes it worse. Yeah, it's best just to take Fauna Shaman here. I don't think I really need the survival. Fauna Shaman's good in this deck because I actually want the body for the Sword and the Jire. Sylvan Library really lets me work easily. I did say I'm gonna take the Chandra because of the Time Walk. I don't think I'm doing that. I just have to Show and Tell or channel Emrakul. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry. This is probably what you want to see. Do I really care about draft that much? Or is a Charm the thing that worries me? Yeah, I actually just don't want him to counter my Tinker. Trinket Mage, Bailoff, and Wake Thrasher. Don't have a combo with Wake Thrasher. Trinket Mage only brings one thing. Wake Thrasher is key to Time Spiral. It works well with Palinchron too. It's better just to take the Bailoff for the sideboard too. No, not two. Probably playing this. I don't know if I'll play this Plowhunter, but if I get one of the mono red cards, they'll have the second one, so it doesn't really matter. Mind Desire. I've got stuff to think about now. I've got a lot of things to Mind's Desire into. This is no joke. This is a deck. This is not a fair deck. It took some time to make it not a fair deck, but it's definitely not a fair deck. I don't know about you, I don't know about you. Probably not you. Don't need you. Tusk is just also a threat, so don't know about Flounder. I'm gonna play all my unfair cards first. Might be able to gift in this deck. We'll see about you, Mind's Desire. This is already 26 cards. I can count Chromox as a land. It's not that weird. So the things I'm tinkering into are Eureka, Tinker, and Show and Tell. And Time Walk, and Channel. Yeah. What are my fixers? Got both Trop and Breeding Pool. Don't need these. Wish I had more, but that's fine. Maybe playing the Sword of Body and Mind is not needed. How many artifacts do I have for Metal Worker? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not bad. Sometimes I just need to ram for like 2 mana. I mean 2 artifacts in hand. That shouldn't be that hard, especially with draw 7s. Definitely not playing these cards. If I cut the sword, then you'll have 7 artifacts that you can show. I think Jita is good enough here. It's not like I don't have small creatures. I can turn 1 ever cool. Probably safer than turn 1 Olomog. Maybe I cut the Tusk? Luther makes me do all these things easier. Also works well with Jada. Maybe I just cut the Jada, but then Metal Worker looks pretty bad. He's a 1-2? Yeah. Man. What do I do with Palincron, honestly? I don't have a combo with it. It's not that exciting to show and tell into play. Honestly, he's not doing anything here. Screw him. It's not like I don't have threats. Is there any other threat I have that I should put in? I mean, I have Eureka and Show and Tell here. With 1, 2, 3, basically 4? I mean, I just think I want Prime Time as something to cast that I'll be able to cast bigger stuff later. How many artifacts do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to show. I think this is what the deck looks like. Once again, the Jada may not even be good here. Just doesn't seem right to cut it. Maybe I even want Edric in. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's about the same. And there's Sheldog Isle too. This is definitely a deck. Definitely happy I'm recording this.